Most people think solo travel in Southeast Asia is risky, expensive, or just plain lonely. I'm here to prove them completely wrong. Ho Chi Minh City offers 25 incredible experiences that are not only safe for solo travelers, but actually better when you're on your own. From navigating the Cu Chi tunnels at your own pace to discovering hidden coffee shops tucked away in apartment buildings, every single recommendation comes with exact timing, costs, and insider tips to make your solo journey unforgettable. Your first stop brings you to the heart of French-colonial Saigon, where 3 incredible landmarks sit within a 5-minute walk of each other. The Saigon Central Post Office, Notre Dame Cathedral, and Book Street create the perfect introduction to this city's layered history. Here's what most solo travelers get wrong. They rush through these spots in half an hour, snapping quick photos and missing the real magic. Show up between 8 and 9 a.m. when the morning light hits Notre Dame's red brick facade perfectly. The post office won't be packed with tour groups yet, giving you space to appreciate the stunning architecture inside. Plan to spend 90 minutes total exploring all 3 locations. The post office offers free Wi-Fi and quiet corners perfect for solo reflection, while Book Street provides English books and peaceful cafes where you can process what you're seeing. Walk 10 minutes from Notre Dame Cathedral and you'll discover the elegant corridor that represents old Saigon's true sophistication. The Saigon Opera House stands as your first landmark. Built in 1897 by French architect Eugene Ferret, it mirrors the Petit Palais in Paris. Most visitors snap photos of the exterior without realizing this building witnessed Vietnam's political transformation from French colony to independent nation. Ho Chi Minh City Hall sits nearby with its stunning yellow colonial facade, serving as the administrative heart where major political decisions shaped modern Vietnam. The real magic happens along Dong Khoi Street, connecting these landmarks. Spend 45 minutes walking from the Opera House toward the river, window shopping at luxury boutiques, and watching local life unfold. Evening visits work best when beautiful lighting illuminates the colonial architecture and street food vendors create bustling energy you won't find elsewhere in Southeast Asia. Next up on our list is Nguyen Hue Walking Street, a car-free zone that completely transforms from business district by day to entertainment hub by night. This pedestrian paradise gives solo travelers the perfect spot to observe local life without dodging motorbikes and traffic. Here's the thing most tourists get wrong. They show up during the dead afternoon hours around 2 p.m. when the area feels empty and boring. The real magic happens after 6 p.m. when office workers flood the area and families start gathering. Come here twice to get the full experience. Spend 30 minutes during your afternoon visit to see the contrast with busy Saigon streets, then return after 7 p.m. for 60 minutes of street performers and local social life. You'll witness how modern Vietnamese cities create community spaces that connect directly to the Saigon River. Up next is the Cafe Apartment at 42 Nguyen Hue Street, a multi-story coffee wonderland hidden inside what looks like a rundown apartment building. The entrance looks sketchy and many solo travelers walk right past, missing one of Saigon's most unique experiences. Look for the driveway, then find the stairwell on the right to enter this former residential block. Visit between 2 and 5 p.m. when each floor offers different vibes from vintage decor to modern minimalist spaces. Spend 90 minutes exploring different floors and trying Vietnamese coffee variations. Prices range from $2 to $4 per drink. Try the traditional Café Suada with condensed milk or the rich egg coffee if available. The building houses over 20 different cafes across 10 floors, perfect for solo travelers wanting variety without changing locations. This spot rewards curious explorers willing to venture beyond ordinary appearances. Next up is the Independence Palace, where you'll step inside the exact rooms where the Vietnam War officially ended on April 30th, 1975. The palace looks ordinary from outside, but inside holds a communication center, war room, and bunkers that decided the fate of South Vietnam. A North Vietnamese tank crashed through these very gates, marking the fall of Saigon. Visit early morning around 8 a.m. when it opens. You'll have the historic rooms mostly to yourself for better photos and reflection. Spend 75 minutes with the audio guide, focusing on the basement bunkers and the tank gate where history changed. The president's living quarters and war command room with original maps remain frozen in time. Entry costs $1.50 and includes access to all floors. The rooftop helicopter pad offers unexpected city views of modern Ho Chi Minh City. Next up is the War Remnants Museum, presenting the Vietnam War from the Vietnamese perspective and offering solo travelers a chance for deep personal reflection. The exhibits are emotionally heavy and graphic. Many visitors underestimate the psychological impact of what they'll see, including confronting images of Child Agent Orange victims and displays of tiger cages used for prisoners. Plan 2 to 3 hours in the afternoon when you can process this difficult experience without rushing to other activities. The museum costs $1 entry and provides English descriptions throughout. Focus on the Agent Orange exhibit and the war photographer section showing journalists from both sides who lost their lives during the conflicts. The courtyard displays period military vehicles and weapons from the war. Solo travel allows you to move through this difficult history at your own emotional pace without group pressure. Visit this before Cu Chi tunnels to understand the full context. Next solo spot is the Ho Chi Minh City Museum, housed in the beautiful colonial Geelong Palace, that tells Saigon's complete story from ancient times to modern day. Most tourists skip this museum, missing the context that makes every other site in the city more meaningful. The building itself represents the city's cultural fusion with European and Oriental architectural styles blended together. Visit mid-morning around 10 a.m. when natural light through the colonial windows creates perfect viewing conditions. Spend 60 minutes focusing on the chronological exhibits covering struggle for independence, archaeology, trade, village handicrafts, and Saigon culture. The displays include artifacts from Vietnam's former ethnic groups including Dong Son, Funan, Khmer, and Cham civilizations. Understanding Saigon's transformation from fishing village to megacity gives solo travelers deeper connection to every street they walk. The building sits on historical tunnels used by past leaders, though these aren't open to public viewing. Our next stop takes us to Banh Mi Huynh Hoa at 26 Le Thi Ring in District 1, creating the most famous banh mi in Vietnam with lines of locals proving its authenticity every single day. The crowds can be intimidating for solo travelers, and the ordering process feels chaotic with no English menu in sight. Visit early in the morning or around 3 p.m. between lunch and dinner rushes when the line stays shorter, but the bread remains fresh from their ovens. Spend 20 minutes total, including wait time. One sandwich costs just under $3 and makes a complete meal with generous fillings packed inside crispy French-inspired baguettes filled with local Vietnamese ingredients. Successfully ordering and eating here marks your transition from tourist to someone who can navigate local food culture. Point to what others are ordering if you can't communicate, since the classic combination never disappoints solo first-timers exploring authentic street food. Next food spots on our list are Ho Thi Qui and Banh Mi Streets, two parallel food streets that offer the real Saigon eating experience where locals gather every evening. Solo travelers often feel awkward eating at plastic stools surrounded by Vietnamese families, missing out on authentic flavors and genuine local culture. Visit after 6 p.m. when the streets come alive with energy. Start at Ho Thi Qui Street, where colorful flower shops sit alongside diverse food stalls, creating a unique atmosphere. Then take a grab to Banh Mi Street for variety. Spend 90 minutes trying 3 to 4 different stalls and budget $8 to $12 for a complete food tour, including drinks. Eating alone at these stalls actually draws friendly attention from locals who want to help you order the best dishes. Bring Google Translate app and point to what looks good. Next on our list are the Michelin Bib Gourmand restaurants that prove Saigon's best food doesn't need fancy settings, just generations of perfection. Finding these hole-in-the-wall spots requires local knowledge, and many solo travelers give up after getting lost in narrow alleys. Visit Pho Phung at 7 a.m. for breakfast when their traditional beef noodle soup tastes freshest. VK Kitchen works perfectly at 11 a.m. for lunch with innovative plant-based dishes. Avoid dinner rushes when these small spaces get packed. Spend 45 minutes at each location you choose. Meals cost $3 to $6 and represent the pinnacle of Vietnamese home cooking. Eating at Michelin-recognized local spots gives solo travelers bragging rights and incredible flavors at budget prices. Use ride-hailing apps to find these locations since addresses can be confusing, even for locals navigating Saigon's maze-like streets. Up next are two incredible seafood buffets that prove solo travelers deserve luxury dining without needing dinner companions. The Nico Hotel offers a premium dinner buffet from 6 to 10 p.m. for $45, featuring unlimited seafood and international dishes in an upscale setting. Duen Hai provides a budget-friendly alternative for under $10 with equally impressive seafood selections. Buffets can feel awkward for solo diners, but these upscale options cater specifically to individual travelers and business people. Spend 90 minutes enjoying multiple courses at your own pace without group dining pressure. You can sample everything from fresh sashimi to grilled prawns without feeling rushed. Make reservations in advance for Nico Hotel and dress smart casual since these establishments maintain international standards. Solo buffet dining in Saigon proves that luxury travel doesn't require companions. Next solo spot is Little Hanoi Cafe and Cafe Trung 3T, where this Hanoi specialty found its way to Saigon, creating a unique coffee experience perfect for solo contemplation. Many coffee shops claim to serve authentic egg coffee, but only a few places make it properly with the right technique. The authentic version requires whisking egg yolks with sugar and condensed milk until thick and creamy, then layering this mixture over strong hot coffee. Visit mid-afternoon around 3 p.m. when you need a caffeine boost. The drink takes 10 minutes to prepare properly. Spend 30 minutes savoring the experience since egg coffee costs $2 to $3 and pairs perfectly with solo people watching. This unusual drink represents Vietnam's ability to adapt northern traditions to southern tastes. The coffee is rich and filling, so consider it a dessert rather than just a drink. Next up is a cafe hopping circuit that shows how Saigon's cafe culture runs deeper than just coffee. Each spot represents a different aspect of Vietnamese social life. Visiting multiple cafes in one day seems excessive, but each location offers unique insights into local culture that solo travelers can observe. Plan a 4-hour afternoon circuit starting at 2 p.m. Begin at Su Cafe near Ben Thun Market for Vietnamese egg coffee. Then hit Team Cafe Saigon Zua for vintage vibes. Continue to Cafe Den Da for traditional black coffee, then Cafe Chodo for local atmosphere, and at King Khoi Coffee for modern specialty drinks. Visit 3 to 4 cafes spending 45 minutes at each location. Budget $15 to $20 for drinks and snacks across all stops. Bring a book or journal since Vietnamese cafe culture encourages slow, contemplative visits where locals gather as community spaces. Next up is the Market Triangle featuring Ben Thun Market, and Dung Market, and Saigon Square. These three markets represent different aspects of Saigon commerce: tourist, local, and modern shopping experiences. Solo travelers often get overwhelmed by aggressive vendors and don't know which market offers the best value for different items. Start at Ben Thanh Market at 9 a.m. for souvenirs, where over 1,500 booths sell everything from local delicacies to clothing. Then head to Ndung Market at 11 a.m. for wholesale fashion and local goods. This market has operated since 1951 as the city's most famous wholesale fashion destination. Finish at Saigon Square at 2 p.m. for modern items and affordable fashion. Spend 60 minutes at each location. Bring cash and expect to haggle, starting at 50% of the asking price. Keep valuables secure and don't bring your entire day's cash since pickpockets target distracted shoppers. Our next solo spot is Cholon, the largest Chinatown in Southeast Asia, offering a completely different cultural experience within Saigon. Most tourists never make it to Cholon because it's far from the city center, missing this authentic slice of Chinese-Vietnamese culture that feels like stepping into another world. Take a taxi or bus to Cholon around 10 a.m. The area is safe but feels completely different from central Saigon, with narrow streets packed with wholesale shops and traditional medicine stores. Spend 3 hours exploring Bintay Market and the surrounding temples. Budget $10 to $15 for food and small purchases at this sprawling market that spans over 17,000 square meters. Cholon proves that Saigon contains multiple cities within itself. The area has excellent Chinese-Vietnamese fusion food that's completely different from central Saigon offerings. Next solo spot is Tao Dan Park and Saigon Zoo, two green spaces that offer solo travelers a break from Saigon's intensity while observing local leisure culture. Many visitors skip parks thinking they're boring, missing the chance to see how Vietnamese families and individuals relax. Visit Tao Dan Park at 6 a.m. for morning exercise culture when locals gather to practice Tai Chi, play badminton, and socialize. Then head to the zoo at 9 a.m. before it gets crowded and hot. Spend 45 minutes at the park and 2 hours at the zoo. Entry to the zoo costs $2 and includes botanical gardens. The zoo is over 150 years old and contains historical buildings along with animals, making it more cultural site than just animal viewing. These spaces provide perfect spots for solo reflection away from traffic and noise. Our next solo destination is Ton Dinh Parish Church. This bright pink Catholic church that represents how Vietnamese Christianity adapted European traditions to local aesthetics. The church's Instagram-famous pink color makes it seem frivolous, but it holds deep significance for Saigon's Catholic community, serving as their spiritual gathering place. Visit in late afternoon around 4 p.m. when the pink walls glow in golden light. Avoid mass times unless you want to observe the service. Spend 30 minutes appreciating the Roman and Gothic architectural blend with its single nave and 2 bell towers. Entry is free, but dress respectfully covering shoulders and knees. This church shows how Vietnamese culture adapts foreign influences while maintaining spiritual significance. The pink color was chosen to represent joy and hope in Vietnamese Catholic tradition, not just for aesthetic appeal. Next up is Saigon's Temple Circuit, representing different aspects of Vietnamese spirituality where Buddhist, Taoist, and folk traditions all coexist. Visiting multiple temples in one day might seem repetitive, but each offers unique spiritual insights for reflective solo travelers. Start at Jade Emperor Pagoda at 8 a.m. when incense smoke creates mystical atmosphere. This Taoist temple features 300 ancient statues and carved wooden panels dedicated to the Jade Emperor. Then visit Zaloi Pagoda with its 7-tiered tower and seated Buddha statue. Continue to Kwanum Pagoda for folk traditions. Spend 45 minutes at each temple. Bring small bills for donations and dress modestly covering shoulders and knees. This temple tour reveals the complexity of Vietnamese spiritual life and provides multiple opportunities for personal reflection. Each temple has different rules and customs, so observe what locals do and follow their lead respectfully. Next solo spot is Japantown District, showing how international communities shape contemporary Saigon while offering familiar comforts for solo travelers. Some travelers avoid Japantown thinking it's not authentic Vietnamese, missing how globalization creates new cultural blends that define modern Vietnam. Visit in the evening around 6 p.m. when Japanese restaurants and businesses are most active. The area is very safe for solo exploration with well-lit streets and active foot traffic. Spend 90 minutes walking through the district and trying Japanese-Vietnamese fusion food. Prices are higher than local Vietnamese spots, but portions are generous, making it worthwhile for solo diners. Japantown represents modern Vietnam's international connections and provides solo travelers with familiar food options when needed. This area has excellent ramen shops and Japanese convenience stores that stock international products you can't find elsewhere in the city. Up next is Turtle Lake, a small neighborhood gathering point where locals exercise, socialize, and relax away from tourist areas. Turtle Lake seems unremarkable compared to major attractions, but it offers authentic local life that many solo travelers seek without the commercialized atmosphere of famous landmarks. Visit early morning at 6 a.m. for exercise culture when locals practice Tai Chi and jogging routines. Return at 7 p.m. for social atmosphere when families gather to chat and children play. Both times offer completely different experiences of Vietnamese community life. Spend 45 minutes walking around the lake and observing local activities. Entry is completely free and very safe for solo exploration. The lake is surrounded by local food stalls that serve neighborhood favorites at very low prices, giving you authentic cuisine without tourist markups. Next solo spot is the Cu Chi Tunnels, a vast underground network 60 kilometers from the city, representing one of the most significant military engineering achievements in history. This extensive tunnel system stretches over 250 kilometers and served as hiding places, hospitals, communication hubs, supply routes, and living quarters for Viet Cong soldiers during the Vietnam War. The cramped tunnels challenge even fit adults, and solo travelers worry about claustrophobia or getting lost underground. Book a half-day tour departing at 8 a.m. or rent a motorbike for independent exploration. Tours cost $15 to $25 including transport. Spend 4 hours total including travel time. Focus on the tunnel experience and shooting range if you're interested. Crawling through these tunnels alone gives you unfiltered time to imagine what soldiers endured. The tunnels have been widened for tourists since original tunnels were much smaller. Next solo spot is Vinh Hommes Central Park and Landmark 81. This ultra-modern development that represents Vietnam's economic miracle and offers solo travelers a glimpse into the country's future. The stark contrast between this wealthy enclave and traditional Saigon can be jarring for travelers expecting only historical sites. Visit in late afternoon around 4 p.m. when the riverside location offers good photo opportunities and comfortable walking weather. Landmark 81 stands as Vietnam's tallest building, dramatically changing Ho Chi Minh City's skyline. Spend 2 hours exploring the park and shopping areas. It's free to walk around, but restaurants and shops are expensive. This development shows how rapidly Vietnam is modernizing while maintaining its cultural identity in unexpected ways. The area has excellent riverside walking paths and modern amenities that provide a break from intense city exploration. Next on our list is Bitexco Financial Tower, where the observation deck on the 49th floor offers the best panoramic views of Saigon, perfect for solo travelers to gain perspective on the city's scale. The $20 entry fee seems expensive for budget travelers, but the views provide context for everything else you've seen in the city. Visit just before sunset around 5 p.m. to see both daylight and night views. The experience includes both perspectives as the city transforms from busy daytime energy to glowing nighttime beauty. Spend 60 minutes on the observation deck. Bring your camera and take time to identify landmarks you visited during your solo adventure. The tower has a cafe on the observation level where you can extend your visit and process your Saigon experiences while enjoying the cityscape. Up next is the Rainbow Bridge, also known as Sun Bridge, a pedestrian bridge that changes colors throughout the night, with LED lights creating a vibrant rainbow effect. This modern addition represents Saigon's playful approach to urban design. The bridge seems like just a photo opportunity, but it actually serves as a community gathering space that reveals local social culture. Visit after dark around 8 p.m. when the LED lights create the full rainbow effect. The bridge is busiest on weekends when families and friends gather. Spend 30 minutes walking across and observing how locals use the space for socializing and exercise routines. This modern addition shows how Saigon balances development with community needs, creating spaces where people naturally gather. The bridge connects District 1 and District 2 while offering excellent views of the Saigon River and city lights. Next solo spot is Bui Vien Street, the backpacker street that represents Southeast Asia's party culture while offering solo travelers a chance to meet other travelers from around the world. Solo travelers might feel intimidated by the party atmosphere or worry about safety in a crowded nightlife district. Visit after 9 p.m. when the street comes alive with energy. Start with dinner at a local restaurant before exploring the bars and clubs. Spend 2 to 3 hours depending on your energy level. Drinks are cheap at $2 to $4, and the atmosphere is very international with travelers from different backgrounds and cultures. Bui Vien proves that solo travel doesn't mean lonely travel. This street connects you with a global community of adventurers. The area is very safe due to heavy foot traffic and police presence. These 25 experiences transform you from tourist to someone who understands Saigon's complexity and charm. You've navigated street food stalls, explored hidden tunnels, and discovered coffee shops locals love. Solo travel in Ho Chi Minh City isn't just safe and affordable. It's the best way to experience authentic rhythms and hidden stories at your own pace. Book your solo trip and embrace the independence that makes exploration so rewarding. Use ride-hailing apps like Grab for safe transport and stay in hostels to meet fellow travelers. If this video helped you plan your adventure, hit that like button and subscribe for more solo travel guides. Comment below about which spot you're most excited to visit.